You have to get away from words if you want to understand any animal, because they think in pictures, they think in smells, and they think in touch sensations. They're all little sound bites, and it's a really detailed memory. This is one of my favorite quotes by Temple Grandin, and I really feel that it describes telepathy and the language of animals really well. Telepathy involves the sensory organ system, where nonverbal information is shared back and forth with the animal through the senses of sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And you've probably already experienced telepathy with people and animals, and you just didn't know that that's what it was. Telepathy is the foundation of animal communication and connection with your pet. In today's video, I'm going to share how sensory organs are used in telepathy and teach you 7 steps to strengthen your own senses so you can start building your foundation of telepathy. So welcome to the End and After channel. I'm Hannah Mäkinen, certified animal communicator and end-of-life and grief educator, where I'm offering pet parents information, education, and inspiration so you can further enhance your understanding and relationship with your beloved pet. I'd love it if you'd please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button below, because it really helps a channel like mine grow and reach more pet parents. So since childhood, I've really been connecting with my animals on a whole other level. I actually just didn't know that it had a name and that it was called telepathy until I started learning animal communication. So telepathy is something that we actually are innately born with and we use as children. Then in our teen years, it often goes silent or dormant, and we don't really share or talk about it much with others. But then again, as adults, we're really lucky because we start to get comfortable in our own skin and we actually start to get back in touch with it. So think of telepathy as that muscle that you haven't used for a while and you're now going to get reacquainted with it. So let's look at how your communication can increase and get better when you have more awareness of your senses. For example, have you ever had a sudden pain or discomfort or sensation that's just shown up in your body? This is actually how I receive information from your animal about how they are feeling physically in their body. And that's when I do a body scan, that I'm feeling their body and my body. What about a sudden emotion or feeling that suddenly washes over you and then it seems to just come out of nowhere and dissipate? This is actually your animal sharing their feelings with you. This is also another way that I receive information about how your animal is feeling. And often animals will share with me their level of love that they have for you. Have you ever had a quick image just randomly show up in your mind? This is another one of my primary ways, both of sending and receiving information. So I often describe it as receiving a 2-hour movie in 30 seconds. And then from that, I need to decipher and put it all into words for you so I can share what they're thinking and feeling. Sometimes I also have a deep knowing and I'm unable to explain it. This is your animal sharing conscious insight with me, and I feel it in my bones. And when I do feel that, I know that it's true. So sometimes your animals will share with me what they hear. And quite often it's your laugh, because they love to hear you laugh. Your animal can also share with me what they smell. So some animals have shared with me the smell of rain, the forest, mud, and some really particular flowers that they like. There is not one way to do telepathy. Just because you can send and receive information using your senses, it doesn't mean that you need to actually use all of your senses to be telepathic. Most people send and receive through their more dominant senses. For instance, I receive most of my information through images, physical and emotional sensation, and knowing. And when I'm sending information to your animal, I am turning thoughts into pictures in my mind. And then I share emotions or physical information with them through thoughts and also through my body, and that comes across as sensation for your animal to be able to understand. Just know that every person has a different learning style, and each of you are going to have certain senses that are going to be more dominant than others. So this does not make one better than another. It simply means that you have your unique way of telepathic communication. Not everyone gets images. Just know that that's normal. So when you begin to learn telepathy, I recommend that you start with your most dominant sense and then work on improving and practicing the others over time. How do you strengthen your senses for connection and connecting with your pet telepathically? An excellent and practical way to start today is actually to immerse yourself in how you use your senses in communication. So I'd like you to find a place, be quiet, sit down, have a pen and paper handy so you can actually write down your experiences. I really recommend actually going outdoors if you can do this, but inside will do just as fine. Start with one sense at a time. So for example, sight. Start looking around with your eyes. What do you see? Look at the colors, shapes, and textures. And now for sound, what do you hear? Can you hear sounds that are close up and others that are far away? Can you actually hear your breath? And smell. What are you smelling? Can you sense the different smells that are in the area that you're in? And in regards to taste, do you have a certain taste in your mouth? Can you taste the air that's around you? When it comes to touch, how do you feel in your body, your clothes, and the place that you're sitting on, and the surface beneath your feet? And if you're outside, do you feel the wind and the sun and the temperature change on your skin? When it comes to knowing, do you have this strong knowing or sense or thought that literally just lands in you, but you don't know where it came from? Just pay attention to that. In regards to emotions, start paying attention to the emotions that you're feeling when they come up and see where they're sitting in your body. Is there a particular place in your body that they're sitting? So practice using different senses in various places, because this is what's going to help build your telepathic muscle so you can better connect with your pet. So these are just some of your basic stepping stones to learning the basics of telepathy. I'll share more in the future. The sensory-based language of telepathy, it's a soft-spoken and almost secret silent language that can really quickly go unnoticed when your mind is busy with thought. So by stopping and focusing on each one of your senses one at a time, you're building your telepathic muscle to begin to improve your ability to hear your animal better. So this doesn't come overnight, but it comes with practice. It's a desire to learn, and your intention of wanting to connect with your animal is what's going to motivate you to do this. This is the beginning of learning telepathy, and now you know how your animal processes their information naturally and how I'm connecting with your animal. So remember to be easy on yourself and have fun and let all your expectations go. Keep a journal, as it's really a great way to look back and see where you started from and how far you've come. So enjoy honing your sensory skills. Thank you for watching today's video. If you want to learn more, click in the link description below to sign up for more education, information, and inspiration to come into your inbox. So until next time, stay curious about new levels of communication, compassion, and connection in your relationship with your pet.